Okay, third graders, we're going to learn some new stuff and review some old things. So we'll just start basic. Up here at the top, we've got our quarter note. There it is written out. It's just our note head colored in with the stem going up, and every time we see that in music, we're going to say the syllable ta. So it gets one beat. So every time we hear our click from our metronome, we hear our beat, we're going to say ta, 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 and it goes along, okay? With every click, it gets one beat, okay? Next is our eighth notes, and plural because you see there's more than one. They look like two quarter notes, okay, but they are connected at the top with a beam. So we say TT, we need two sounds because there's two notes here. Now they both together get one beat. So when we hear our click from our metronome, we will say it like this, T, 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 T. They both have to fit in the same amount of space. Now next we see our quarter rest. Okay, quarter rest gets the same beat as a quarter note, one beat, but it's silent. A rest means it gets silent, okay, just like a note means it gets sound. Okay, so one beat of silence. So I put nothing in here. Imagine that's inside of your head. You're counting in your head. So you're saying ta in your head, but not out loud. Okay, now review from last year should be this one. It's our half note. Okay, it looks like our quarter note, but it is not filled in. Okay, a half note gets two beats. So you would say ta. So it would be held out with our tempo. Ta. They have to go through two of those beats, okay? And our half rest, okay, should remember from last year, gets two beats of silence. Okay, so it's just like our quarter rest, except now imagine there's two side by side. How you can remember this one is our rectangle is going up from the line, and up has two letters. So two letters for two beats. Okay, now new this year is our next one. This is a whole note. This is a circle. It looks just like a circle or a donut, okay? Whole note. Now this, if you think of a whole, okay, two halves make a whole. So if a half gets two, and two is one half, and another two is another half, that gives you four. So whole note gets four beats. You'll notice it's the same start as our half note. We just have to hold it for two more beats. So if we get our beat going here, we would say ta for the whole time, okay? Whole note gets four beat. Now, just like the half note and the quarter note have the same rest with their name, we now have a whole rest. And just like our whole note, it gets four beats, but this time it's of silence. Oops. Board moved. So silence with our rest. Now you'll notice it looks very similar to our half rest. But remember, our half rest has the rectangle going up. This has the rectangle going down. So down has four letters, D-O-W-N. Okay, four letters, four beats. And we've got four spots of silence. Okay, so we've got a few more here. This in the right way. All right, so now we've got 16th notes. They look kind of like eighth notes, except for now there's four of them together, and there's two bars connecting. That is very important. It needs to have two bars to be 16th notes. Now, there's four notes here, so we need four syllables. Ticka, ticka. Okay, now these four, we have to squeeze them in to one beat. So if I get my tempo going right here, remember we would fit ta, ta right in there with our quarter notes. We would say T, 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 T with our eighth notes. Now we got to fit some ca's in between the T's, okay? So just listen carefully and then I want you to echo. Here I go. Ticka, ticka, okay? Let me try it again. Ticka, ticka. And it all fit in one beat. Now your turn. Ready, here you go. Ticka, ticka. Okay, can we clap that go? ticka, ticka. Okay, so we'll give that some practice, all right? So next, last year, we learned 2/4 is our meter for when we see groups of 2 beats, okay? How you remember is that number on top tells you how many beats in every group, okay? And those groups in music are called measures. So the top number means that number, so it's 2, so 2 beats in all measures. Okay, so every group we have, if it comes after our 2/4, we'll have 2 notes in there together. Now the bottom number tells us what gets the beat. So 4, just think 4 quarters make $1. So quarter, it's our quarter note. The quarter note gets the ta. Okay, so it's like counting like normal. Now our new meter this year is going to be 4/4. So only the top number has changed. So instead of 2 beats in every measure, it now goes to 4 beats in every measure. So in our 2/4, we could not have a whole note or whole rest because those get 4 beats. We cannot fit 4 into 2, but now with 4/4, we can have that in its own group by itself. Now the bottom number is the same, so that means we're still counting our quarter notes as they have the beats. So I know that's quite a few things that you have learned 3rd grade, but I know you've got it, and we're about to do some practice. Okay, this will be our first example. You already see we've got our meter of 2/4, and you can tell because we've got the quarter note that gets 1 beat and our 2/8 notes, which together make 1 beat, so 1 and 1 is 2. So it works. Now I'm about to press start on our metronome, and you're going to hear 2 clicks. You're going to hear one that's high, one that's low. The high one means that's where we start. And you'll see it flashing, so high, low, that's 1, 2. So we would say our first one with that high beat, or that high sound, and our second with a low sound, okay? So get ready, we're gonna do this together. Ready, set, and here we go. Ta, ti, ti, okay? Try it again. Ta, ti, ti, 4 times in a row. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Okay, look at it. We're gonna clap it this time. Super easy, okay? Starting off basic. Ready, set, and clapping. Here we go. Ta. Okay, now remember, our rest means silent, so we're going to leave our hands apart, okay? Ready, try again, and here we go. Ta. Okay, super easy. Okay, so notice now we still are in 2/4, and this is our half note that gets 2 beats, but I drew that line making now it's 1 measure and 2 measures. So we're still following our rules of 2 beats in every measure because 1 and 1 is 2, and this gets 2. So let's count and clap this together. Ready, set, and here we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Okay, remember with the half note, we've got to clap and hold it together for 2 beats, okay? So try it again, and here we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little bit of time. Look at it, okay? Notice what's in each measure, and we're about to do this first time together, okay? Here we go. And ready, set, and here we go. T, T. Okay, how'd you do? Remember, this is our half rest, and it gets, since it's going up, our rectangle is going up. Up has 2 letters, so 2 beats of silence, plus 1 more beat of silence. So that's 3 beats of silence, and then we've got our 8th notes at the end. So let's try it again. Ready, set, and here we go. T, T. Much better. Okay, so check it out. Try to make sure it can all fit on here. So we've now got 4 16th notes. Now remember, those are our fastest ones They still fit in one beat, plus we have our quarter note, and then we get to hold it out. So the hard part about this is making sure our quarter note still gets one beat. Sometimes once we're going fast, we want to go even faster for the next one. So I'll go first and then you echo me, okay? Ready, set, and here I go. Ticka, ticka, ta, ta. Okay, now your turn. Here we go. Ticka, ticka, ta, ta. Okay, and it's okay to just do fingertips like I'm doing, so I'm not covering it up. Or if you want to do a two-hand clap, okay, that's fine. All right, now in these two measures, they still follow our meter of 2/4, but now we've got a lot going on right here. So make sure we get our rest. You know what to say here. You know what to say here now. Okay, so I'll give you a moment. Practice it to yourself. All right, let's go together, and here we go. T, T, ticka, ticka, ta. How did you do? Let's do it again. Here we go. T, T, ticka, ticka, ta. Okay, one more time to make it perfect. Here we go. T, T, ticka, ticka, ta. All right, check it out. We have changed our meter. Our meter now is 4/4. So that top number, remember, tells us how many beats we can have in each group or each measure. So in our first one, it's our new whole note. And remember, those do get 4 beats. Okay, so that works. And our line separates our measure. But we've got our 16th notes, remember, that fits in one beat. We've got our 2/8 notes that also fit in one beat. So that's 1 and 1, that's 2. And our half note gets 2 by itself, so that creates 4. So we're good to go. So we're gonna clap this together. Remember, we gotta hold it out for 4 clicks. And if you wanna watch the light, you'll hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, there we go. You're now gonna hear that high click the first time. That tells us 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes up again. That means it's the start of another measure, okay? Whew, y'all got this, okay? Ready, set, and here we go. Ta, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ta. Okay? Whew, let's do it again, okay? So we have our new whole note that we learned today and our new 16th notes, okay? Let's do it again. Ready, and let me make sure. That was it. Ready, and here we go. Ta, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ta. Did you do better? I hope so. Let's move on. Okay, so with this one, don't let that fool you just because it comes first. Remember, these get silence because they don't have our note heads in there, okay? You know what to say for these. And this is our new whole rest. So even though it's at the end, we still have to count in our heads. So when we're clapping, you just gotta leave your hands out here. And you can do what I do and like help keep the beat so you know which one you're on, okay? So let's give this one a shot. Ready, set, and here we go. T, T, ta. Okay, how'd you do? There's a lot of rests in that one, and that's okay. Just remember, the rectangle goes down, D-O-W-N, so those 4 letters give us our hint. Okay, let's do this again. And I know we're going slow. This is our largo tempo, so very slow so we all get all the stuff, okay? Okay, and ready, set, and here we go. T, T, ta. Okay, not bad. Okay, so for this, I've drawn out a measure, and I want you to see if you can count how many beats are here. what's supposed to go on top? You only get two choices. Is it 2 or is it 4? So I'll give you a little bit of time and then I'll erase it and write the correct number. So count it, see what you think it is. I'm going to erase it and put the number. We'll see if you're right. It was 4 because this gets 1 by itself. This is our half rest and that gets 2 and this gets 1. And when we add those together, 1, 2, 3, 4, that gives us our 4. So who knew? We do a little bit of math and music. Now get ready for the next one. And this kind of looks like a smiley face wearing sunglasses. All right, so second one, count how many beats this is. And in the question mark, is that supposed to be a 2 or a 4? Let's see, we'll cover up the answer here. Bam, it's 2. Because even though these are new, this is our 16th notes. Remember, there's 4 together, but there's 2 lines connecting. So 16ths. Remember, 4 of them together gets 1 beat, and our cool looking smiley face dude, now that just makes it look like an alien with 4 eyes. That also gets 1. So when we add those together, we get 2, and that's what goes on the top. Okay, count it up. How many beats do you see? And what's supposed to go where the question mark is? See if you're right. Bam! Yes, our half note, because the rectangle is going up, gets 2. That makes it look like he's wearing a hat. I like it. We have our quarter note, which is 1, and our quarter rest. Remember, they're both named quarter. One is note, one is rest. So they each get 1, and 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Bam. That's how we know it's 4. Okay, I've got 2 measures. So let's double check that we count each measure to see what's supposed to go here. Let's see if you're right. 4. We've got our new whole note, okay, which is 4 beats by itself. Remember, whole, you can almost think like a whole dollar, and we can fit 4 of our quarter notes in there. So 1, that's a 4. That's a very odd looking 4. And that's our 1 measure, so that checks off. Then we have our half rest, remember, because our rectangle is going up, and that gives us 2. Our quarter rest is 1 beat, and our cool looking dude with sunglasses, this also gets 1 beat. Let's double check this measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. It checks. All right, so now I'm giving you a bit of a challenge now. We've got 1, 2, 3 measures. So count all 3 of those and see if you can tell me what is supposed to go here. Here's a hint. They all should be the same. Okay, let's see if you've gotten it right. 2. Yes. So our half note, because it's not colored in, gets its 2 on its own. So that works. We've got our quarter note. And remember our 4/16ths, because the 2 lines and then our 4 notes. Oops, that's a plus. That goes, well, now I've messed it up. That's okay. And that gives us 2 total, so that works. And in this measure, we've got our quarter rest. That's 1 beat. Then our cool looking 8th notes, that's another beat, and that gives us 2. So they all work, and that fits. All right, now this is kind of like a true-false question. I've got a meter of 2/4, and I've got my whole rest. Is this right? The answer is no, it does not work. It is not right because our whole rest is 4 beats. We cannot put 4 in 2. But what we could do if we wanted to rest and be silent, we could do our half rest and that would work. Excellent. All right, so I've got 2 measures here, but my meter is 4/4. Is this right or wrong? It is wrong. Now what we can do to make it right, because we only have 2 beats on this measure, and 1 is 2, what we could do is if we erased our measure line, now it's 4, that works. All right, we have our meter at 2/4, and we've got, well, we've got quarter notes and eighth notes. Is this right or wrong? It's wrong, because we've got 1 beat plus 1 beat plus 1 beat. That's 3. We can't have 3. Now, in order to make it right, what we can do is we can add a line here, and we can add anything else that gives us 1 beat. We could do 4 16th notes. I'm going to run out of room on this video. We could do another eighth notes. We could do another quarter note, or we can even do our quarter rest. I've got room for that. So we had to split it up, which is fine. We just have to follow the rules of music. All right, third graders, now that we have reviewed your rhythms and learned several new things, as well as time signatures and meters, see if you can come up with your own combinations. So you know 2/4 and 4/4. So see if you can come up with different groups using all the rhythms that we know. So now including 16th notes and whole notes, half rests, quarter notes, eighth notes, all that. So see if you can come up with your own groupings, your own measures using 4/4 meter, so making sure there's 4 beats in each of those, and then meters of 2. Okay, so see if you can do several of those and then share them with your classmates. Write them down, see if you can draw them. That will take it to the next level. So see if you can do more than just one measure of 2/4 and one measure of 4/4. And if you need drawings of them, remember at the very beginning of the video, I have all of them on there. So see if you can draw out your measures. Get creative.